What's up, guys? I'm Cardi, and today we are going to be checking out this Razer Huntsman Mini. This is Razer's 60% wired keyboard that has become widely popular in the gaming community because its unique actuation switches. They are new actuation switches like none we've ever seen before. And if you're wondering if the Huntsman Mini is still worth it in 2023, we've got you covered in this video. By the way, if you like tech reviews and keyboard builds, make sure to smash that subscribe button because we bring you videos like this all the time. So not only does this keyboard save space on your layout, but it also has a unique optimal design that is going to allow your imagination to run free while customizing this keyboard. Razer kept some of their more popular features from their older keyboards, such as their detachable USB-C cable. For example, I swapped out my USB-C cable with a coiled braided cable that I picked up on Amazon for about 20 bucks. And I'll leave the link to my cable down in the description, as well as some other cables that you can pick up for the Razer Huntsman Mini, which it may be my personal opinion, but I love the coiled braided blue cable with the white prism keycaps and the black frame. The keyboard itself has an aluminum upper frame with a plastic bottom frame as well, which for some reason makes for a nice Stocky sound when you first get the keyboard. But there are some things that I would change about the keyboard that I have done to mine, and I would definitely recommend doing to yours if you end up picking up the Razer Huntsman Mini. So the keyboard itself has a nice stealthy look throughout. I personally picked up the nice Stocky Razer red switches, which are unlike any other switch that we've seen. These are factory lube switches, and they sound very good straight out of the box. Bringing us into the switches. So as we know, Razer has fixed a lot of issues with their switches. Their new switches now have silicone dampeners in every switch, which is kind of weird because it's not like anything that we've seen before. The new switch construction has wire stabilization, which keeps the keycaps on the top from moving too much while you're typing or if you're playing games. So that way you don't get as much plastic noise out of the keycaps as you normally would on a standard keyboard. As I said, there's no dampening material on the actual frame, which was kind of weird because once I opened the keyboard up, after they said that there was silicone dampening material, I expected for the material to be up under the keycaps. However, they were in the switches themselves. I personally pulled this board apart before I knew this information, and I actually put my own keyboard foam up under my PCB, which in turn made it the quietest keyboard that I've ever heard. And I would definitely recommend it to you guys if you plan on picking up, or if you even like Stocky quiet keyboards, I would definitely recommend if you're picking up the Razer Huntsman Mini. It sounds awesome. It feels amazing too while you're typing. Of course, we are going to be doing a sound test so that you guys can hear what this keyboard sounds like. And I will leave my build down in the description in the case that you guys want to build with me or even build your own custom style of the Razer Huntsman Mini. But make sure to drop in the comments if you do end up building this because I want to see your builds as well. The spacebar and the stabilization keys have been integrated with stabilizers on the keycap. Let's talk about the RGB on this keyboard. It's not too subtle, not too flashy. And I think honestly, it's probably the best part about the keyboard. It's a huge win for Razer on these RGB lights. They look really good and they seem and feel professional. So overall, I can't really find anything wrong necessarily with this keyboard. Given it is a 60% keyboard, you have much wider space in your layout or on your desk for typing or gaming. You don't have as much arm play whenever you're using your keyboard and mouse to play FPS shooters, or maybe you're just playing a relaxed game. It is a very nice keyboard to look at. Like I said, as far as the RGBs, when I replaced these caps with the prism caps, I mean, the overall aesthetic of the keyboard went from 60 to 100%. But once I did put the dampener behind the PCB, it literally made it my favorite keyboard that I've ever owned. So let's jump into a final sound test of this keyboard, give our final thoughts, and that'll pretty much wrap up the Razer Huntsman Mini review for 2023. And to answer your question, is this worth it in 2023? I personally would say yes. Also, it comes pretty well built right out of the package. You don't have to do much to this keyboard, if anything at all. It also comes with different switches depending on what kind of sound you want to get out of your keyboard. and the overall typing on this keyboard is absolutely phenomenal. I would definitely... Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up for our Razer Huntsman Mini review. Make sure to drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this keyboard. Personally, it's fantastic, and I think it's one of the best keyboards. If you're looking into 60% optical keyboards, I would definitely recommend the Razer Huntsman Mini. Do not forget to drop a comment. I'm excited to read your comments about this keyboard, whether you picked one up yourself or maybe you're building one yourself. I love to see new custom builds. I'm also a gamer myself, so yeah, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so we can connect and get to know each other a little better. As always, guys, I'm Cardi, this is Gamer Switch, and I will catch you on the drop.